There is nothing my holiness cannot do. Welcome, this is David. A bit of a long topic today, or lesson. It continues from yesterday's, so it's going to be quite cool. My holiness is unlimited in its power to heal, because it is unlimited in its power to save. What is there to be saved except from? What is there to be saved from except illusions? So it's basically repeating the original idea of A Course in Miracles, which states that nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists, therein lies the peace of God. That is the original statement, the very beginning opening statement of in A Course in Miracles. And this, now brings us to this, that there's nothing to be saved from except illusions. Nothing unreal exists. And what are all illusions except false ideas about myself? Remember, again, we said every thought you have, even when you're thinking of others, other people, is a reflection of your thought about yourself, your self-image. My holiness undoes them all by asserting the truth about me. In the presence of my holiness, which I share with God himself, all idols vanish. This is a good sentence. And what are all illusions? All. It says all. Except false ideas about myself. In other words, ideas about yourself are the only problem you have. You don't have no other problems. The state of the economy, the government, the war, the neighbor, the dog, the aliens, any problem you think you have, no. Your only problem is your idea about yourself. Only singular, one problem. And if we can further break it down, we can say your only problem is your illusion, is your belief in separation. You got no other problems. Every other seeming apparently different problem arises from this one simple problem. Your belief in separation, which creates your false identity, which then springs all the other problems that you think you have. So there's nothing to be saved from except illusions, and there's only one illusion really, your false idea about yourself. Okay? Your holiness reverses all the laws of the world. Reverses. Very important word there. You see, the Course doesn't waste words. It's very specific. So don't just read them. Think about why did it use this word here. Reverses all the laws of the world. It is beyond every restriction of time, space, distance, and limits of any kind. Your holiness beyond. So did you see where we just got to? We already said in the last slide you only have one problem, and they're all illusions. The holiness is reality. Therefore, automatically, it is beyond all restrictions of time, space, distance, and limits, because all those are functions of the illusion of separation. That is why your holiness reverses all laws of the world and is beyond all of these restrictions. Your holiness is totally unlimited in its power because it establishes you as the Son of the Creator, at one with the mind of his Creator. That is why it works. Through your holiness, the power of the Creator is made manifest. Through your holiness, the power of the Creator is made available. And there is nothing the power of the Creator cannot do. Your holiness, and remember what holiness was? Innocence, all that. Not buying into the illusion. It makes the power of the Creator manifest and available. Your holiness then can remove all pain, can end all sorrow, and can solve all problems. Again, this is just logical once we've understood what we just talked about. It can do so in connection with yourself and with anyone else. It is equal in its power to help anyone because it is equal in its power to save anyone. You see, even the idea of it will save me but not that person, or it will save or help that person but not that person, disappears because now we've left the limitations of separation. If you are holy, so is everything God created. You are holy because all things He created are holy, and all things He created are holy because you are. It seems like a cyclic statement, but all it is saying is that we are one. The purpose of today's exercise is to begin to instill in you a sense that you have dominion, rulership. You're the king of the kingdom. Dominion over all things because of what you are. Again, I like to use a Bible example. Like I said, I'm not Christian, but I'm quite familiar with it. Not that I think there's anything wrong with Christianity. This is just an opinion. I mean, a personal. Even the word personal is funny. Well, let's just put it that I would like to use these examples, okay? In the beginning, I'd like to go back to Genesis. In the beginning, where Genesis speaks about the creation of Adam, Adam was given dominion over all things. Remember that? In Genesis it says Adam was given dominion over all things because of what you are. Now in Genesis it says Adam fell into a deep sleep, and there's no mention of him ever waking up. And in this deep sleep, the problems start. Remember, Adam fell asleep. In his sleep, they took out a rib, according to the story, the myth. And from this rib was made a woman. And after that, there was a snake, and then there was these apples, and there was this eating of the apples, and there was a kicking out of the Garden of Eden, and then the troubled life starts and everything for all mankind and blah, blah, blah. But remember, it happened in his sleep. There was even no Eve by the time there's a mention of Adam falling asleep. And after that, no mention of him ever waking up. So the whole Eve and then fruits and snakes and then kicking out of the Garden of Eden and all that happens when Adam is asleep. And this reminds me of this sentence here. The purpose of today's exercise is to begin to instill in you a sense that you have dominion over all things because of what you are. Or rather, what you really are, not your ego. The other thing, remember? One with the Creator. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.